Welcome back! In the last episode, we managed to catch all 50 boos and got our second out of 2 gold diamonds. So now that we have all 50 boos, which is 10 more than the required amount, we can now face off against King Boo. The sensor should not be going off. If it does go off, more than likely it's a bomb or a boo ball. So let's head over towards this door. And let's use our speed key to unlock King Boo's drone. Alright, let's open up the door. Check the area. Ooh, that was close. Check the area. There's hidden money here. Not to mention, by a dick move by Nintendo, check this lamp. There's a hidden sapphire here. Be sure to check that lamp. So here's King Boo. He is admiring his portrait of Mario. He seems to sound familiar, doesn't he? King Boo starts to realize that we have managed to foil his plans by completely diminishing. Well, you get what I'm talking about. Completely annihilated his army of boos. So now he has to take us on himself by transforming himself into Bowser. Or going into the Bowser painting. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the final boss of the game, Bowser! So as you may have noticed, he seems to have a little bit of neck problems. Okay, here's how Bowser's going to work. He's going to spit out fire if you get too close, get too far away from him, which is what you need to do. He'll start doing these explosive spike bombs. Now you. What you need to do is not do what I'm doing at the moment and get hit by the fire. What you need to do is that you need to use the spike balls against him. He does, however, use a little suction attack. Fire at him, and you knock his head clean off! King Boo will burst out of the body, and that's right when it's your time to suck him up. Do the same thing as you have been doing to all the other boos, which is just basically moving around. Do not bother with the C-stick whatsoever. Let the game take care of itself, as long as you're holding down the R button. Whoa. And gotcha! Bowser said we'll try and face you like that, so that King Boo can escape. There is no need to use any elementals. All you really need is just your vacuum. Nor your flashlight. You don't really need your flashlight anymore at this point. Actually, you did not need your flashlight after defeating the last portrait ghost of the game. Those pillars, by the way, they do contain hearts and poison mushrooms. How do you do that? Well, you're going to see later. As soon as we get King Boo down to a certain health. Amount of health. Come on. We're about halfway there. He's gonna like about 400 HP, I believe? I cannot remember. I know I just saw it. I just cannot seem to remember. My memory is sometimes scattered like that. Come on, really? Yeah, for some odd reason, my game sometimes does not recognize the fact that I'm trying to suck up the balls. The maces, the spike baseball things. And, oh, come on, that was a miss! You might as well not even bother because it's going to explode right into your face. Oh. Ow! I never seen that before. Then again, I never really got sucked up until this LP. I blame the LP cuz for that. But at least you now know that, you know, what would happen if you got sucked up again by his suction attack. Pulls it to his own Kirby. Come on. Now let me just suck one of these up. Come on, really? That's actually a heart in the background. He broke one of the pillars. You need to get Bowser to break one of the pillars if you want hearts. You only have a limited amount of pillars though, so don't rely on them too much. You know, if I did not have infinite health on, I would be dead by now. Okay. I think this is the point where, if you are, yeah, he starts putting his head on backwards. Now he starts running around like an idiot. That there's a poison mushroom. Now he puts his head back on correctly. And, now he can shoot out his little spike bombs again. Oh, come on! Really? Seriously? You saw that! You saw that! It was clearly ignoring it! It was... My vacuum gust thing was clearly on top of those spike maze things. That's total bullshit! Gotcha! If you're really good, you can defeat this boss within, I say, 2 rounds, if not 3. Upon defeating King Boo, you get his crown! As well as defeating Bowser in the most gruesome looking way possible. Luckily, the Bowser body is fake. Alright, so now EGAD is going to contact us. It seems like Mario has been knocked down unconscious. So EGAD is congratulating us for defeating King Boo, which was the leader of the entire Boos, and the enemy of the entire game. He also says that, I believe he doesn't really need the money? He says this later on, but, he says this at some point. I know he does. But he doesn't really need the money, so we end up keeping the money for ourselves. Da-da-da! I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks that. Come on, that's an obvious, like, Zelda reference. Well, then again, it is a Mario Bros. Game made by the same guy that did, the Legend of Zelda games, so why not? Anyways, we do one final run through with the ghost portrait thing, so he gets in pain one last time. I love the drum beat to this. Excuse me. The Bowser King Boo portrait is always the same frame, so you don't have to worry about it being, you know, gold, silver, bronze. Alright. Now the ghosts. Silver on that, Mr. Grimsby. I think that is bronze on him, if not silver. Bronze on the toy soldiers, I believe. And there's the King Boo portrait. Here it comes. The final calculation. Five sapphires, 6 emeralds, 4 rubies, 5 diamonds, 2 gold diamonds. Ah! Oh, no! 98 million! 98 million! Ah! Ah. I like the small remix here. Hey Mario, does this remind you of the old days? Ow.
Mamma mia. Oh.
My question is, why is Luigi sweating? Or is that supposed to be tears of joy? I think that's supposed to be tears of joy. It just looks like sweat. Alright! That's it! That's it! That was Luigi's Mansion! Overall, the game is pretty good. It is fairly well done, despite it being a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube. The Boos camp could have been handled a bit easier. There have been a couple of areas where I think they could have improved, such as the clock room. You know, the one where you fight the toy soldiers. If they would have added in a door, catching Boos would have been a lot easier. Because as you just saw, that's apparently enough like some kind of like Boo graveyard. Well, assuming that you have enough luck like I did. And get them into that area and constantly catching them in that area. There were a couple of bosses that could have been dealt with a lot easier. I mean, a lot easier. Namely, specifically, Bogmire and Buasis. But outside of that, it's got great music, whatever little music it has. That isn't the main theme. such as the song that's playing right now. It's got, well, the controls are slightly wonky, but not too much for me to gripe about. And overall, the game turned out way better than what the beta did. I'll tell you that much. Done a lot better without the timer and all that. And so, the matter of the ghost was settled. Professor E. Gadd was so delighted to have his paintings returned that he used the treasure to build Luigi a new mansion. Welcome to Luigi's new mansion, rank B. The end. Yeah, rub it in my face a bit more, game, why don't you? Yeah, rub it in! Anyways, there are a couple of extra things I want to show off before we end this playthrough for good. First things first, you notice that we have a second option known as the Hidden Mansion. We'll get to that later on. For right now, this is the gallery. Here you can view all of the portrait ghosts we have captured. There's gold on Nerfile. There is silver on, I think that's Soupy. Gold on Fat Way here. And you can view all these paintings. I'm going to view all these different paintings. Actually, I think that's Soupy. There's the dancers. Somehow I got a silver in that. Twins, I somehow got a silver. There's the dog. The Hidden Mansion that we'll get to later on. In like about a few minutes. There's the dead fake Santa Claus. Bulasses, which should be a bronze or a silver. Barely a silver. The Hidden Mansion, unless you're playing the PAL version, in which cases it has a lot more content than what the American and the Japanese version has. Fuck that ghost. Gold on Chauncey somehow. All the Hidden Mansion really is just hard mode for Luigi's Mansion. But you need to complete Gold on Mount California. But you need to complete the game in order to do so. All it really does for the ghosts is that it makes it harder to beat them. They have a lot more stronger attacks. And they appear more frequently, I believe. That should be bronze. Unless somebody else tells me otherwise. Mr. Grimsley, that was silver? I could have sworn that was bronze. Finally, King Boo and Bowser. Yeah, it's been an amazing game. Fun ride! Slightly annoying because of the way it goes of the game. 98 billion, Jesus Christ. I almost had an A rank. You need to have 100 million for the A rank. If the Speed Spirits did not troll me whatsoever. Ugh. Oh, that hurts so fucking much. That hurts a lot. Anyways, let's go to the Hidden Mansion to end things off. So anyways, our next Let's Play is the Halloween special Twisted Metal 2 for the PlayStation 1. Mega Man Battle Network will continue on. Actually, I believe we are just about more than halfway done with that one. And finally, Sam Max and Sonic Adventure will continue. I have most of Sonic Adventure recorded. So I hope you stay tuned for the next Let's Play. Thank you, and good night.